Sure.
But there's a little bit of housekeeping we need to do. First of all, how do you pronounce your first name?
Thank you. It is Christian Nell. So you put the Christian with the Nell at the end. Christenelle
Okay.
Diroc.
And is that what you prefer?
Yeah, oh, you can call me Gypsy or whatever you want to call me. Anything.
Well, if there's something other than Christianelle, and it comes to me, I'll bounce it off of you. But okay, now when I checked out your profile,
Yeah.
everything pointed to like freaking Romania.
Yes,
So
sir.
explain your geography and where you are now, okay?
Sure, sure. All right. So I was born in Bazil, Romania, and during the end of the communist regime, and handpicked by the Mother Teresa, and she took care of me for at least 8 to 9 months in Romania. Took me to Bucharest, an orphanage, and that's where I stayed till I got adopted to upstate New York in a town called Syracuse
I'm
by a
familiar
single
with it.
mother. Yeah. And then I came all the way out to California again for the second time. So this is the best feeling. Now I'm in up north in Northern California, right outside of I'm in Hayward right now. So I love it. It's
Got it.
beautiful.
Well, you said you went back to California. So
Yes,
let's
sir.
jump in the Wayback Machine and go back to the last time you were here. When was it? And tell me what you did while you were there.
Oh, you got the hairs going up my arms right now.
It was intentional.
Literally, that's the crazy thing about it. So this is the weird thing. I have had a thing about ancient civilizations for the longest time. And before I even went to California, I got taken in by the Native Americans out here. Well, and not here, but in New York. So they took me in, adopt me in, showed me a lot of ways and everything. And I was always attached to Atlantis, but then I never knew about Lemuria and the Lemurians and Mount Shasta. And then something brought me to like find out about Lemuria and Mount Shasta. I'm like, oh, and it just, I don't know, bro. It's just like, oh, it just like, it was like a magnet that just put me from New York all the way there. Like, I have to be there. That's somewhere where I have to go. I don't know what it is, but like, it's pulling me at a full speed. And I started researching and researching. Within 3 days, I got a phone call. I got a phone call from my brother Steve. And he goes, "Hey, you want to work in California?" I said, "Are you serious? No way!" Go crazy. And then I said, "Only deal is I got to go to Mount Shasta." And he said,
Where
"Deal."
did
And
he
I said,
want you to go?
well, he wanted me to work and do like energy work, sell like energy and stuff like that out here, like gas, electric, solar, stuff like that.
Got it.
So I was gonna come work out to California. So I went to Cali, and then about two months in, I want to say early June, I went. It was in 2016. I went to I seen Mount Shasta, and it was I can't even explain. First, I went to some Shambhala teacher, I think it's called, and the lady said that if you go there, you completed your life mission, and if you make it to Mount Shasta, and you get to do all your dreams. I said, "Are you serious? Oh my gosh!" I'm so excited. I went and I prayed like I was told to, and I prayed, and everything I prayed for happened, or it's still happening right now to this day. Like everything came true, or it still is weird in the weirdest way. Before I got there, the snow had fallen. There was no snow. Then the snow reappeared, which is weird. Well, a really weird thing. I went there. I got to figure out. My friend's gonna pull up in a second. We were in some town where Mount Shasta was like, say you could see the mountain like right there. It was so big, right next to it.
Probably
And
weed.
yeah, I think actually, wow, I think it was weed because I like to smoke weed. You're
Roger
right.
that.
So, I like gemstones, like quartz, all minerals are like my favorite. Like I love collecting, and I found this railroad track. Okay, this is the craziest thing that ever happened to me in my life. I found this railroad track in California, and I found a quartz, and something led me on this track to keep on going. So I'm going this way. I'm going straight down now, and I'm like, I have to find quartz. It's like I don't know. It's something inside me that's forcing me, like not in a negative way, but like so positive. You're gonna find the nicest piece. Keep on looking, like something like that. You know what I mean? Like, okay, hey. So then I keep on going down. I
I
keep on
just
going.
love to watch somebody who uh, knows that they've got something and are freaking compelled to do something. I don't understand why, but I'm going to do it because
Have to.
it just feels like I'm supposed to. Now,
Yeah,
what I hope you understand, and I'm going
yeah,
to underscore for you if you haven't,
yeah.
is if you haven't understood that you have mastered manifestation, dude, let
Oh,
me tell
thank you.
you,
Yeah,
you have.
yes, yes, yeah. I just kind of realized it just recently. Thank you for saying that. So everything I think about, it comes to like all the celebrities I ever wanted to meet, or if they're great people, I'll work with them. If they're not, I might see them, but it'll show me that they're not the energy I should be working with, you know?
I'm just here to ask you, and I'm not
Sure.
giving you advice. I'm just
Thank you.
holding up a mirror. Be mindful where your attention goes. Dude,
Thank you.
you have
Thank you.
mastery. Nobody else has.
Oh,
Nobody.
you give me hype.
And
Thank you.
respect that and make sure that you don't let the wrong energies in your aura. You're
Thank you.
supposed to be shining and sharing your shit, but I
Oh,
hope
God,
you've learned
right.
how to protect yourself first.
Yes, yes. Thank you. That I really appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. That really means a lot to me. Truthfully, thank you so much. And that's true.
Look, you're just your tribe to me already. It's just you didn't show up until today.
It was amazing. And you know, when I went on that railroad track, what ended up happening? I seen these guys having a podcast. At first, I want to say I'm sorry about them. The one guy was being semi, I guess nice, but what you were saying was real, okay? Like I disappeared kind of on these railroad tracks. Like, and they don't like some people have to really they they get picked, I guess you could say, or you know, you have to go through a lot of stuff in life to be, I guess, to
You know,
see
I've
certain
heard
things.
the chosen word. I heard
Yeah,
that uttered at me earlier. I don't see myself that way, and I don't think that you do either. However, that does not discount whatever the hell we have been given,
yeah,
because I attracted you with whatever it
yes, you
was.
did. Yes, you. I had to reach out right away. I was like, I had to tell him I was on this railroad track for the longest time, and
Yeah.
I seen like people on the left hand side. It was big, kind of like tall, 10-foot people, blue lights, and then to the right it was weird, and to the back it was weird. So something was telling me, don't go back, don't go to the right, just keep on going straight. And I wanted to go to the
Dude,
left,
that is
but I didn't.
indicative of your vibration level.
I
That
literally,
means that all that shit that's around you in those higher frequencies, you are vibrating at a level where you're in touch with it all. You can talk
yeah,
about it. Look at how detailed you can articulate it. Yeah,
yeah.
I love it when I hear somebody else that has vibrated high enough to pierce the freaking veil and
Oh, you
then
give
come
me
back
hype,
to
man.
report on it.
Thank you. Bless, man. You're an amazing soul, man. Thank you so much for saying that. You're making me
It
laugh.
just is what it is, but good. You know, where there's a reason why all this assemblage is taking place right now, and it's such a rapid rate I can't even tell you. But
Feel you on that.
I
I feel
I
you.
want to get back to listening to more about you, and let's I
Thank
can
you.
go down any fractal well pretty easy, so I'll try and keep a lid on that right now.
No, you're great. You're great, man. I can't believe, you know, my friend actually just got back. I mysteriously went, I want to say like 20 something miles down that time, and I appeared at like a 8 p.m. and I asked a really nice woman and man, they're elderly, at a look like mama and papa store, antique store, and I was like, "Do you know where I could find like whales or sea lions? I've never seen one before." And they're like, "You made it!" And then they gave me a gemstone because they know I was like love gemstones, and they told me these directions, and there were 20 directions, but somehow I memorized everything they told me to get to this one point where I was back in civilization, and I wasn't even in civilization, if you know what I mean. It was the weirdest thing, and positive though. It was so positive. It was like
Good.
I
I'm
wasn't
glad to hear
there.
you emphasize that part because there's nothing to be afraid of.
Never.
Believe me, there are unusual things that we ain't ever seen before.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm it does my heart good to hear that you have gotten control over your 3D reflex of fear and didn't
Thank
let
you.
that interrupt this wonderful thing, because
Yeah,
once you get used to this level of extraordinary shit, they have
yeah.
levels to go above that, and they're just
Ooh.
trying to get you kind of spoon
Ready.
fed a little bit at a time, because
Okay.
what we're about to be unfolded to
Yes.
is we can't comprehend it. All I can
I
tell
feel you.
you is I touched some of that magic and energy. I want more,
Yeah,
but we're still
exactly.
straddling dimensions
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's so true, man. I can't wait. I told my friend, I gotta go back. Something's calm. Something brought me back out here. I have to go back, and I don't know what it is, but there's something that I have
Well,
to
if you're in
do.
Hayward, you're like 4 hour drive. That's a morning or an afternoon. It's easy.
Literally, literally, literally. It'll be the best feeling ever, What what you have done and seen, that's amazing. What was it like in Telos, if you don't mind me asking?
There's no short answer to that. I would have to tell you about all of it to really explain how magnificent it was, and then
Yeah, yeah.
tell you that that was the first freaking multi-dimensional experiences. You wanted me to
Hey,
tell you about my interactions with light beings? I'm delighted to tell you that story, and it comes with pictures.
hey. You got me excited. Thank you, man. That's
Yeah,
beautiful.
yeah.
Oh man, this is a blessing in my life. Truly, I truly appreciate this. It is it is amazing to even be able to talk and get this time, because sometimes you don't get to get in touch with what's really there in the world. And some things, to me, I feel like they want to help, and then with the help of that, like, you can help the whole world, like, literally,
Yeah.
like,
I
heal
do.
it.
I appreciate what you're saying because I understand that. When I've tried to reach out, when this first happened, I
Yeah,
reached out to a lot of people. I reached out to celebrities. I
yeah,
reached out to, like the head of TM and said, hey, you know, meditation was part of what got me to the point where I could have these experiences. And
amazing.
it may sound crazy about
Yeah,
the experience, but I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. Nobody bit.
yeah,
And so I thought, whoa, even the people that I think are elevated thinking don't get it yet,
yeah,
because they're not open to what
yeah,
the hell happened to me, but there are. And there are more of you all coming out of the woodwork. You have been in touch with this for a while, and you made
yeah.
your peace with it. I can see, man, you like fucking wear it. But there are a lot of people that have been coming along who
Thank you.
didn't. And that when they were younger, they found in touch with this energy. Some of them
Yeah,
had negative experiences and shut it down. Some of them were ridiculed and they shut it down. But all of a sudden, the awareness of that connection to something else has like triggered something. And they like
yes,
beeline to me where they knew I could help them open this up and not be
yeah,
ridiculed.
yeah,
No, no, you
exactly.
got gifts, kids. You all got gifts.
That's amazing. That is
Yeah,
so
tell
beautiful.
me.
Yeah, man, that's just gorgeous here, man. This is so. When you got to meet one of the people from Lemuria, were they like really nice to you? Like the first
Oh,
person
yeah.
you met?
You felt that presence.
Wow.
We count on trying to interpret interactions with other beings in our five physical senses. So what they sound like, what they look like, what they smell like. And it's not like that, man. When you get
Exactly.
within aura of them, you feel the presence.
Yes, you don't. It doesn't matter what they look like, or I feel you
Well,
100%. Definitely, definitely. Wow, that's beautiful.
yes. But look at, we're all practicing doing that now.
Yeah,
Even, this is second place to actual, physical interactions, that kind of
yeah,
energy exchanges, but something still gets exchanged here. doesn't it?
Yes.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, this is second best, but it still works.
Definitely. Definitely does. Definitely does. I
Yeah.
can't believe it. It's the only place where your chakra is in the United States, right? Mount Shasta?
Yeah, there are a lot of trains of thought, lots of schools of thought
Yeah.
on that. And I particularly, if you want to call it the root chakra, some people do. Some people call
Okay,
it the
it's
heart
different.
chakra. I
Okay.
don't care what you call it.
I
All I
appreciate you.
can tell
Thank you.
you is that based on my energies and my experiences, there's some shit there that is
Yeah.
palpable energy that you can almost put your fingers on that I can't express any other way. So,
Oh my
however
God.
you need to place that in your little mind
Thank you.
to
Thank you.
associate it with chakra points of the world, work it out for yourself. But let me tell you, before you do that, part of this shift we're going through
Yeah.
involves a flip for the earth
Okay.
as well. So what you
Okay.
thought those chakra points might have been before, those energetic places, they're about to change.
Wow. It's gonna
So
go
don't
the
get too
opposite.
sad on
Thank
thinking
you.
where you are. Just feel the energies
Thank
that
you.
you're drawn to and the places you're drawn to. There's where the truth
Yeah.
is.
Thank you so much. That means a lot to me because I didn't know there was gonna be a shift, so it'll be like the opposite of wow. I felt that completely. So it's all about getting the people like aware, but like so they're ready.
Yes, it is. But I don't help. I don't do what I do to trigger people out of their unawareness. I'm
Always,
not here for
definitely,
that. And I don't think
definitely.
that you're here for that either. We
Thank you.
already understand what we vibrate at, and we can't have these conversations with anybody else. And
No,
now the
those
ones
are
we do,
crazy.
and that's great because now we're expanding not just their awareness, but our own. That's an exchange.
Yeah,
But I've
yeah,
given up on the people that don't get it because there are
exactly.
enough of you that do that. That's where I'm going to spend my attention
Oh,
and my
that's love.
resources because
Yeah,
you guys get it.
yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah.
I'm not here to beat anybody over the head and try and
Ex-
convince you of things that you really aren't ready to comprehend yet. I
Exactly.
still send you love and light. You're
Yeah,
connected to me. We all are connected. But I gotta
I
go.
feel you.
There's
I
shit to
feel
do.
you. Exactly. Hey,
Yes.
is there anything that I could help out with while I'm here? With
You're
anything.
already doing it.
Hey. You got me hype.
If
That's
you're
good.
walking around like this, you're already doing it.
Always, I gotta keep on doing it. The energy
Yes.
is so, it's amazing. It's all in me. Every day I wake up, it's full throttle, 1,000,000% ready to go. It's cool. It's heat.
Well, I want you to do. I get the feeling you're a performer,
Yes,
and
yes,
I want to observe yourself
yeah,
because I
sure.
really want to see in your performances how much it changes with the new level of information you've got.
Thank
Because
you.
I bet it does.
Yeah, yeah,
Watch.
yeah.
You're going to start to tap into freaking lyrics that you don't know where they came from, but boy, are they profound.
Hey, yeah, yeah. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Thank
That's
you.
you're open to connect to your higher aspects. And
Yes,
you're kind of like me. Um, we weren't designed for just one. Oh no, there's
exactly.
other aspects that want to come in and communicate through us as well. The more you observe yourself, the more you'll find that ain't me anymore. And then you'll
Exactly.
recognize, well, that wasn't the same me as yesterday. It's cool. It's just cool.
Oh man, you the best, bro. I mean that.
This is it.
Oh,
Look, this is my life, but look at
yeah.
it's your life too. And look at how many other people are showing up that, man, something is going on, or
Yes,
this never would have taken place. You're a rapper,
exactly.
right?
Yes,
We probably wouldn't have crossed paths, and yet we did. And it was like we
exactly.
always did and we were supposed to. But I like to reflect on when I was younger, even when I was in grade school, because
Yeah.
we moved in the middle of grade school. Well, after
Okay.
fourth grade, I moved to a new school for fifth and sixth grade. There's an adjustment, but
Yeah.
it didn't matter where I went. Man, I got along with the brainy kids. I got along
Yeah,
with the athletes.
everybody.
I got along with the kids who were from the tough neighborhoods. It didn't matter.
Yeah, exactly.
Somehow I got along with all of them. And man, look at how it's playing out again now.
You still in contact with everybody. That's all that
It's
matters.
way cool, man. I love the fact that everybody's
Yeah,
so freaking different. You're supposed to be. We didn't
exactly.
need cookie cutters of one another. And
Exactly.
I didn't come here when you showed up in the tribe. I no
Yeah,
longer had to worry about who's going to cover that part of the things the tribe needed. And you didn't come here to teach me.
yeah,
No, we got
exactly.
you.
Yeah. That's a fact. That's a
That's how
big
it
fact.
works. Yeah.
Oh, that's gorgeous. That's the best feeling in the world right there. That really is.
Yes, it is. Look, I've been riding around with all of you that have shown up. There's really the core. There's about a little under 400 of you now. And every
Wow.
time another one of you came, just like you, it was like I had another bubble of energy to my aura, man. And it's holy
Hey,
cow. Look
yeah.
what the
Hey,
tribe is now. You don't
yeah.
know about all your brothers and sisters in the tribe yet, but believe me, they're all going to make you feel the same way I do.
Bless. Oh, you got me hyped. I can't wait to gather. We all have a gathering soon.
I will be in Shasta for the entire month of July for certain, and
Really?
I think through the end of August. So if during that time
Sure.
you can make your way there, I'll
Bless. I
already
would
be in
love
the
to.
vicinity.
That'll be my birth month, so I can't wait.
Sweet.
Let's get it. I can't wait. I'm with it. Anytime in July?
Anytime. There are a couple of days that I've committed to take people on hikes, and there's
Yeah.
one little retreat from the 11th through the 13th that I committed to present at. But other than
Okay.
that, I go there and leave my time wide open and just let the universe take me wherever it wants to take me.
Exactly. Oh my gosh.
That's
Yeah. Yeah.
it
The
works.
real. That's so cool. You probably meet everybody too.
I meet the ones I'm supposed to. And I'm
Exactly.
grateful for that. There's a lot of them that I don't want to meet and hang around with because
I
you're just
feel
going
you.
to fuck with my aura.
It'll be weird. Yeah,
But
it'll
the
be so
ones
weird.
that come in my direction, they're not that. They're
Wow.
lovely people, and you were meant to cross their paths, and you're glad that you did because, man, they brought like another flavor to the pot roast that wasn't here unless they would have shown up. It's really under. Then there's the whole if you like sky watching,
Yeah.
there's that whole phenomenon. I could go there
Okay.
for just that, sleep during the day and watch the sky at night because from that perspective, it's incredible.
That's amazing. I don't think
Yeah.
in New York, I don't think I've ever really did that. I've seen like a couple falling, like shooting stars or whatever, and asteroids or whatever you call them, things that fall down to the ground. With the burning fires, I've seen a couple of them, but the meteorites, yeah,
Those are
But,
bright, but
yeah,
imagine a sky that has no light pollution.
that
And
is
now you get to
amazing.
see that. Yes.
That's got to be the best feeling in the world.
Well,
Really?
you learn there's two different cycles for it. The first night I went up there, it just coincided with a new moon. So
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
no moonlight to spoil the Milky Way in all its grandeur. When you get to
Wow.
see that, you see it in the like you do in the pictures in that kind of detail from that
Yeah.
perspective. But
Oh,
on full moon nights, yeah, she's too bright for you to see the skies. So that is when you turn around, look at the mountain, and search for UFO activity, which I'm
wow.
never disappointed in.
I feel you on that. Back in New York, I was in Miami too. Oh, Miami, I had the best experience with that. That they
Yeah,
literally went right above me, and I was outside like we California in
dude,
Miami.
you vibrate at the level that they vibrate at, so
This
you're
is the
gonna
thing.
notice them.
They literally shut all the electricity off around me, like literally for a whole 30 seconds. Everybody's
Were you at
electricity
that
went off.
Miami Mall thing?
Oh, I wasn't. I left right before that, actually. Literally right before that. I have a video of it. Even on my Instagram, I think it's there. So I put my phone up like this, and then it was the other way, and it was floating. It looked like a big, like 40-foot circle, like with glass windows with like a club inside there with lights. It's like, hey, I'm here. Yeah, I felt it. It was like my energy was like, I don't know what happened, but something happened that night. And then
It's just a
all the
matter
lights
of
went.
time before you have contact. Do you want to have it?
Yeah.
Is that,
Yes,
if that's your intent, then
yes.
I'm telling you, you will have it too.
I can't wait.
Look, I'm not going to be the only one that's having these experiences. And
Yeah,
it's not just inner Earth experiences we're having. It's, I
exactly.
got introduced to Beyond Earth Sentience last fall, and they've been in my field. Yeah, I feel like the bridge in between. And, I knew that there were others
That's
that
amazing.
were experiencing the same things. I was told before last summer that there was going to be increased contact of all
Wow.
types. And so I've been
Really?
waiting to hear other people's accounts of, what those were. And
Yeah.
I just kept waiting. It wasn't until the beginning of the year that when I look back on it, I was kind of assessing where I was, because I think I'm here to help everybody else and wait for them to catch up. So that's what I was doing,
Yeah.
waiting
Yeah.
for all of you to catch up.
Yeah.
Guess what? I was stunting my own freaking growth
By doing
because
that.
all of these
Wow.
other things were coming my way and I was ignoring them while I'm waiting for
Yeah.
the rest of you. Well, whatever
Wow.
snapped at the beginning of the year, and I realized what I
Okay.
was doing and refused to continue to do that, then, like, the dam opened. Holy
Wow.
shit. I started to hear from people that had never heard of me before that I was on an episode that ended up on Gaia, and it's been there for a while. I didn't know that they were featuring it like this third week in January. I didn't know.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, I started to hear from people all over the freaking planet I'd never heard of before. And I don't
Wow.
care social media wise
I feel
about
you.
clicks and views. I don't.
I feel you on
So
that.
at the beginning of the year, when I happened to notice the number of Facebook friends and followers was like 1,500, and I went, that's enough. Well,
Yeah.
something's happened, dude. Because
Yeah.
before then, since whatever this energy has shifted, when I checked 4 days ago, 5 days ago, whenever it was, there's over 4,000. Now, how the
Yeah.
hell did that happen in that short amount of time?
Yeah. I feel you. Something is definitely happening, like you're saying.
More of us are all like-minded,
Come on.
are
Yeah.
showing up. And so,
Yeah.
here's where we know the work begins.
Yeah.
So now it's just a matter of sorting out where everybody sees what their sweet spot is. Some people, um, Inner Earth's a trigger, Telos is a trigger, Lemuria's is a trigger. But I'm like you.
Yeah.
My first interest in any of this content was Atlantis focused.
Really?
Oh yeah,
Wow.
that was
I
my
got the
first past life
tattoo. See?
regression I wanted. Yeah, dude, they're just
Atlantis
as
and
important as the
and Lemuria.
Lemurians. Let me tell you that. So this whole effort is part of reunifying Lemuria and Atlantis while we're
Yeah.
going through these other stages.
I love
They're
it.
really important, and there's the 3D human side of us that wants to pick sides.
Yeah.
There are those Lemurians that don't want to have anything to do with Atlanteans, and
Yeah.
that's unfortunate. And
Yeah.
the Atlanteans feel like they had to be hidden in the closet because, yeah, shit went sideways on their watch. Can't
Yeah.
deny that.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean the entire culture was involved in it.
Exactly. Just like our political government in United States. That doesn't mean the people are bad. It's just some of the politicians are doing it. That don't mean
A
that everybody else
small
is.
percentage are
Exactly.
making all of these ripples, and
Yes.
we see it for what it is, and we're tired of it.
Literally. Literally. That's crazy. And you know what? I definitely feel that in the world right now as we're in, like so much of the little small people with the bad ripples are trying to shoot so much ripple effects and synchronize bad things. But then all the old souls are coming back like,
It's
hey,
all they know. Consider this: we're
yeah,
connected to them too, and so to
yeah,
try and understand them, it's all that they know.
yeah,
So of course they're going to continue to play out their lives that way, my
They
new
have to.
perspective is that, look, these carbon bodies only last 180 to 100 years. So you
Yeah,
ain't going to be here that long.
exactly. 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 I like that.
Yeah.
It's
And in the
beautiful.
meantime, a
Yeah.
lot more of us are awakening to this, the idea that we were and should take our sovereignty back. And
Yeah.
why are we letting these people make decisions on our behalf and we just stand by and let it happen?
Exactly. Exactly.
I
That's
think it's
so
all
true.
coming to an end, but I don't think it's going to be in any action that we take here. There's
Yeah.
some divine shit going on. And when I talk about this shift, it's when we finally elevate entirely out of 3D. This density no longer exists, and we're in 4D.
Yep.
None of that stuff exists anymore.
And
Just
everybody's
not there.
that's all
Where we
pure.
understand we're connected to one another,
Yeah.
and watch what the hell we do now. You
Sunday
know,
dinners every Sunday. Maybe like every
we
day.
we've been teased with the idea that the Lemurians are going to share their technology with us. And that's a wonderful idea, because whatever that advanced stuff is, I want to know. But here's what we kind of forget about. Atlantis
Yeah.
was fifth dimensional technologies, and they had some freaking mastery of their own.
Exactly.
So I am just as excited to see what they bring to the table as the Lemurians. And oh my God, humanity is finally going to be at a place on the in the galaxy where
Yeah.
their environment is out of duality, and we
Yeah.
stop having to label things good and bad. And you know,
Exactly.
it was going to take a freaking cosmic reset for that to
Yeah.
happen. We
Exactly.
weren't going to all kumbaya on our own all
Yep.
together
That's
on
true.
one topic, not one.
That's so true. That is
But
very
here
true.
comes the cosmic reset, whether we're
Yep.
ready for it or not.
Yes, that's so true. It's happening as we speak.
Yeah.
That's true. That is so true. That's why I'm glad that we even get to have this conversation. Like you said, I'm a rapper. We're on the same team.
Well,
Hey.
that's the role you're playing right now. You're a service to others being, and that's how you like to play it out. And bless your heart for doing it. Look, you affect an audience. And it wasn't lost on me that when we started this conversation and I started to make those parallels, I went, something tells me that after this little connection, he's going to go back to his audience and he's got new messages. So that's what I love to be part of. You know, I don't have to be the cause. I'm
Yeah.
the observer and the
Yeah.
recorder, because
Yeah.
those days when that shit happens, my friend,
Yeah.
sometimes I'm the only one around that witnesses these kind of conversations. And that's
Exactly.
my juice. I'm also the guy that gets to record this into the Akashic records so that the outcome of this is on
Yeah.
record for someone to come across later on.
Love. Love. You got me happy and hype. Yeah, my favorite word to say. You got me hype right now.
Awesome.
we
Mission
gonna bring
accomplished.
we're gonna bring some Jim Croce and hip hop together. Here we go. I like it. Oh man, who's your
Well,
favorite
what
growing
other
up?
questions have you got
Oh, okay.
today?
Crystals. What
Yeah.
are um did you know, because I like crystals a lot, right? Like gemstones. Did you know, is there a certain crystal that I should be working with more or holding in my left hand to receive more uh than what already is?
There is, and I'll ask you about it in a minute. But I want to clarify the difference first before I tell you about this crystal,
Sure.
um, as opposed to other crystals. Because unlike you, I'm a
Yeah.
Capricorn, first of all. So being around rocks and stones and all that,
Garnet King.
it's my
Yeah.
place.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so as time went on and I started to connect with crystals, I finally understood how they worked. Really,
Yeah.
you take your intention and
Yeah.
you imbue it into that stone, and it has
Exactly.
qualities that it understands how to amplify that on your behalf. Great,
Yeah.
that's what you do.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to tell you more about Andara crystals. This is my Andara wand. It was given to me by a healer, and they come in their natural form. In my opinion, they're much
Yeah.
more powerful. This kind of crystal
Yeah.
is different in that it carries consciousness. And it's
Wow.
also connected to all of her brothers and sisters all over the planet. I'm
Really?
going to send you a link. It took me 2 years to find out about Andara crystals. And
Okay.
um, I bought what I thought was one, only to
Yeah.
learn that I got hoodwinked. And people
Oh,
called it an Andara, and it, in fact, wasn't. So I
damn.
found the sources who could validate authentic stuff from
Okay.
being from the source that the stuff came from. But it took me 2 years to do that. In the end,
Yeah.
I will learn that this task and this hunt for wisdom wasn't about Andaras, Lowell.
Yeah.
It was about the Ethereum powder that they were made out of and what that
Ooh.
shit does. So I'm going to send
Wow.
you some links where you can read it, take it in for yourself, because it'll take a little assimilation. And then if any of that resonates with you, like I'm sure it will,
Yeah.
we'll find a way to get an Andara crystal in your hands.
Oh, you got me excited. Hey, you
They're
got me hyped.
amazing.
Thank you.
I knew nothing about them before they came across my field, and I know what
Yeah.
they are now.
That's amazing. That
Yeah.
truly is. That really is. Oh man, you got me hyped over here. So, is there last question? Is there anything that you think that I should be doing that I haven't done yet? Any messages
No,
or anything?
and I wouldn't
Okay.
say yes to that anyway. And here's why, because it's not, when you ask me for my opinion or advice, I'm happy to give it from my experience. But I
Thank
know
you.
better than to interrupt your journey.
Thank you.
You know what
Yeah.
that's called? There's a difference between learning lessons and trials. So I
Yeah.
want you to understand what a trial is. And when you
Okay.
see it, you'll recognize it in all your friends around you. A trial is when somebody inserts themselves into your business without your
Okay.
invitation. And so,
Oh,
what has that done? You've
wow.
created a karmic cord that didn't exist before that, and they didn't invite it. So now
Wow.
here's one more thing that needs to be cut or dissolved in order
Yes.
to balance your karma and move on. Does that
Okay.
make sense?
Oh, complete. Yes. Thank you. That's thank you.
Well, you
Yes.
can give that lesson to some of your friends and teach them what a trial is. And once,
Thank
if
you.
they have the ability to observe their behavior, they're going to go, yeah, they didn't ask for my advice. And look at all the shit that caused.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly. Exactly. That's true. That's so
Yep.
true. Oh man, you are the man. LJ, King LJ in the house. Let's go.
Well, someday, somehow, this energy is going to get exchanged in real
I
time,
know. I
and
can't wait. I can't
you'll see
wait.
what comes out of that.
It's gonna be the best time ever in July. We got less than a month.
Absolutely. Right.
I can't wait, man. Thank you really for giving me this time. This was a dream come true, literally, and it means a lot that you took your time out of your day even to reach back so fast and
Look,
literally thank you for
I have
the
an
help.
energetic way of doing due diligence. I hear from a lot of people,
Yeah,
and I
yeah,
wish I could respond to all of them, but I can't. But there's something that draws me to those that I think I'm supposed to respond to, and
yeah.
I do. That's the deal I made. You swap me out
Yes,
some of these elevated abilities, and I'll
yeah.
stay here and help people with their process. Um,
Beautiful.
Here we go. All
You
right,
the
man.
man. I
Go
got
enjoy your day, and
you.
I'm going to send you the links for Andara crystals, and then I'll send you the link. I'll put this up on YouTube unlisted, so you can go have a look at it later. Okay?
Thank you so much. That means a lot to me,
Absolutely.
man. You are the
All right.
king. King
All right,
LJ.
buddy. Have a great day. Namaste.
Namaste. Satsuria. Peace and blessings, brother.